Recently, an ACJC student of mine scored A for her J1 WA2 exam, and I wanted to share with you some of the key traits, character traits that I saw in her that were pretty consistent with the rest of my other students who were consistently scoring A in their exams, because I realized that students who do not struggle in math all share the same common traits. But before we get into that, I just want to say that I'm very, very touched that this student of mine takes the liberty to come down every single week from her school at Buona Vista down to Chinatown just to attend my lessons. Even though there are so many other reputable, bigger tuition centers near her school, she still chose A1 Math Academy, and she still placed her trust in us to get her that A to where she is right now. And for that, I'm always very, very grateful for my students, not only just her, but any other students of mine that travel down from different parts of the island just to be educated here at the center. Now, the first thing that I noticed in her when she came into my class is that she is very, very proactive with her work. Before the start of the class, for most students, whenever we start class, they would come into class empty-handed. But for her, she will always bring questions that she did not know how to do, not only from my homework that I assigned her, but from her school tutorial assignments. She will flag them out with very dedicated post-its or even like a simple circling on the page, and she will seek a clarification with me on those questions before we actually started on the class content. And I noticed this is not only just from her, but from students who consistently do very well for math, is that they are very well aware of the struggles that they face in math, and they never hesitate to reach out for help, of which I will always be happy to lend a helping hand as long as you're willing to try. Now, the next thing that I realized about her is that she's a very critical thinker. Now, I'm a teacher who loves to explain the why behind concepts, instead of just dumping the concept to my students and just telling them to memorize the way it is. I really love to build intuition. And for her and for all of my other A students, whenever I explain a concept, they don't only just take it at surface level. They actually sit to think why this is the case. And if it does not click for her for the first time, she'll actually clarify with me first before we actually jump right into the concept. Because in order to truly master math, you must be able to visualize it. And that's something I notice about her every single time. Even though from lesson to lesson, the amount of content that we cover is lesser compared to my other classes, but the concepts that we do go through in class, she is able to understand very, very deeply. Which brings me on to the last thing that I noticed about her, is that she really does clock in the amount of volume needed to be good at math. Now, for majority of the students that I've taught over the past 3 years, which is amounting to 300 plus, approaching 400 students now, there's a small group of students that will always go above and beyond and really complete the entire worksheet, even doing questions that I did not assign them for their homework. And she is one of them. Every single student that got great at math under my charge always did every single question in the worksheet that I gave, regardless if it was homework or not. And I really think that it's the combination of these three qualities, and of course other qualities that I've not mentioned in this video, that really shaped her into the student that she is today, and the critical learner and someone who's actually good at math. Now, if you're watching this and you know I'm talking about you, I'm very, very proud of you. And thank you so much for choosing me and A1 Math Academy once again. In the upcoming videos approaching the A level and O level season, I will be posting every single day, sharing more about what to do, how to prepare yourself most adequately for the exam. So follow up this account if you have not, and I'll see you in the next video where I'll be sharing with you exactly the most effective tactic available, just one tactic that you can implement to do well for your national exams. If you want more details about my classes, WhatsApp the number above, and I'll see you on WhatsApp.